Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to the Halloween edition of Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Lauren Nevitt, who is also Pocahontas tonight.
I am. People tell me I look like Pocahontas, so I decided to dress up as her tonight.
And we usually have Matthew Fresquez.
Where is he? We're missing him.
Whoa. Is it John Smith, your prince, flying in to save you?
I don't
This
think
is Indiana
so.
Jones, only probably the coolest movie character of all time.
All right.
I just
Well, we've
got
got
done
some other cool
getting some
characters
treasures.
in our audience tonight, but we've also got volleyball players and baseball players in there. The volleyball players we're going to talk to, Kaitlyn, Drawe, and Eden Williams.
And in baseball, we have, let's see who we have. We have Craig Aiken, Jake Elliott, Ralph Garza, Jacob Evans, Sheldon Noisy, and Tyler Coolball. Yeah.
And later on in Facebook, me and Lauren are going to argue whether or not the Texas Tech win was a trick or a treat. See what we did there? It's Halloween.
Trick or
It
treat.
is Halloween. But first up, we have got to talk about the Sooners' win over unbeaten Texas Tech, 38-30. And Matthew, it was a scoring streak the entire game for both teams.
Yeah, it really was. We start things off in the second quarter. Tech's already up 7-0 because things started kind of slow. But Bell right here finds Saunders up the seam, 15-yard touchdown pass, pursuing drive. Texas Tech has it in Oklahoma territory. They lose the ball, recovered by the Sooners. Very next play, Bell steps up in the pocket, hits Saunders again, this time
Beautiful
for a 76-yard touchdown
Beautiful
pass. 14-7 OU. On to the third quarter, 2nd and 6. Damian Williams finds a hole, makes a cut. Get off me! He's going to take it down to the 3-yard line. On the suing play, he takes it in the end zone, part of a 21-0 Sooners run. Texas Tech's next drive, right past Sanchez, in for the touchdown, 21-14. Later in the third, swing pass to Jakeem Grant for a touchdown, part of a 17-0 Texas Tech run, making it 24-21.
And Lauren, the Sooners were able to convert with the pass and run on third downs against a solid Texas Tech defense.
That's right, but Oklahoma responded, converting 7-14 third downs. Blake Bell was delivering solid and confident completions to convert the third downs, hitting Saunders to convert 3 straight third downs early in the second quarter. And it wasn't just third down conversions that improved. Here, Blake Bell runs up on 4th and 2 to get the first down. And then here, Brennan Clay keeping his feet moving like a beast to get the first down. And then to seal the game in the fourth quarter on 3rd and 8, Sterling Shepard has a critical 13-yard catch. It is a great catch. Could have been intercepted there, but great catch. And then Cliff Kingsbury's face right here. Oh, what just happened? Priceless face.
And OU's run game was just dominant, Matthew, with 277 rushing yards.
Yeah, in the first half they really struggled, but the second half was a completely different story. The O-line did a great job getting to the second level, allowing these running backs to make cuts and pick up big yards. On the night, like you said, 277 rushing yards for the Sooners. Also 3 touchdowns, and 5 players had 35 yards rushing or more on the night. And then late in the game, we see Roy Finch finally coming in, and he helps seal the W, averaging 6.9 yards per carry. And this is really what the Sooners need to be doing from here on out, and what they should have been doing is just let these 4 rushers, who could really be starting anywhere in the nation, rack up almost 300 yards per game.
And Lauren, both teams made this game fun to watch with some big plays.
Yes, it was a game of back and forth big plays between OU and Tech. OU's first drive of the game, Honeycutt's field goal is blocked. That's never good. But here, Coleman makes a huge diving interception at OU's 2-yard line, but OU can't take advantage of it, and then Tech forces the Brennan Clay fumble. But coming up in the second quarter is Blake Bell's best pass of the season. It's coming up here, 76-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Saunders in the second quarter. Puts Sooners up 14-7. Huge momentum boost for the Sooners, but Tech wasn't giving up quite yet. They had a tricky onside kick recovery that would result in a Tech touchdown, but OU came back running a trick play of its own. Colton Bester is back. He gets the ball in a reverse and looks poised to throw to Bell, but instead tucks it, weaves it through the Tech defense into the end zone on a 35-yard zigzag carry, the first of Bester's career. OU up 28-24. Then Gablin interception off a tipped pass. Crowd creates a ruckus. Jumping down. Jump.
All right, Lauren, who is our offensive MVP this week?
Definitely have to go with wide receiver Jalen Saunders. He had a team-high 6 receptions for 153 yards, 2 second-quarter touchdowns, which really ignited the Sooner offense in the last part of the first half. And Bell really targeted Jalen Saunders this game. He had his first 100-yard receiving game.
Matthew, who gets it on defense?
Well, it's not just one person on the defense. It's the entire defense. They forced 2 interceptions. They recover a fumble. They put a lot of pressure on Davis Webb, resulting in 3 sacks. And they only gave up 7 points in the first half. And then in the second half, they got crucial stops, allowing the ball to go back to the offensive side when they need it. And despite giving up 460 total yards and 30 points, the defense actually played very good.
They did.
Well, the Sooners have a bye week. Then they face undefeated Baylor in Waco next Thursday for a top 10 matchup. Guys, moving on to soccer and volleyball. They both played West Virginia teams this week. How'd they do?
Waco headed up, man. Basically, Sooner soccer on Friday, that was the last home game that they were going to see, so that means it's senior night. The OU welcome number 9 West Virginia Mountaineers. West Virginia took 20 shots in this one, and goalie Cassidy Stade was all over it early. Now here in the 63rd minute, beautiful crosser. And here's, with the putback. Cardona with the putback. OU up 1-0. But then in the 79th minute, West Virginia sneaks behind the defense, finds the back of the net. That thing would tie things up, and this one would go into double overtime before the Mountaineers finally ended up winning it 2-1. And that's really just how soccer has been the whole time. They take a lead, and then they just can't hold on to it.
Just can't finish.
Please tell me volleyball. Give me some good volleyball news.
Well, Sooners managed to get a 3-0 sweep over West Virginia on Saturday. Some good news there. Oklahoma hit a collective 333, and they won their 4th straight conference game, improving to 18-4 overall. Cy McLaurin, Keela Rodriguez, and Madison Ward all had double-digit kills, and McLaurin was named the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week for the 4th time this season. Next, the Sooners head to K-State on Wednesday and then play at home for the Pledge of the Cure match on Saturday against number 1 Texas. And on Thursday, the baseball players played in the ALS awareness game.
Oh, I can't wait.
And you'll see more about that later.
We will see highlights on that and the story coming up. It's awesome. Oh, God.
So awesome.
So much
We
fun.
will see that later on in the show. We're going to take a break right now. And coming up in the next block, those two are going to face off on whether OU's win over Tech was a trick or a treat. And we've got baseball and volleyball players in our studio. We'll talk with them. Edition of Sooner Sports Pad. It's now time for Face Off, where we debate hot topics. Guys, first up, was OU's win over Texas Tech a trick or a treat? Matthew, you're first.
I wish it wasn't so, but it's a trick. First of
Why?
all, they lose Trey Miller for the rest of the season, which is really going to hurt them in the long run. And then you're looking at they have to go at Baylor, top 5 Baylor now in the BCS, at Oklahoma State, going on the road. Those teams are better than Texas Tech. I look at those almost as losses already.
Wow.
Just saying.
Well, okay, the game was a treat because that win was sweet. Get it? I'm kidding. The Sooners offense was struggling going into the game. They were ranked 60th in total offense, but they were able to pull themselves together, and they really got into a rhythm against Tech. They made big plays. They converted third downs, and Blake Bell's at 249 passing yards were his season high against an opponent from a BCS conference.
All right. What's the best OU football player costume combination?
The perfect combination is Blake Bell and Two-Face. Because on one side, you have Harvey Dent, Gotham DA, ally to Batman.
Face.
That's him against, Tulsa, Notre Dame. And on the other side, you have the acid scar, who just terrorizes Gotham. That's him against TCU and Texas. And
okay.
Two sides, man.
I'm going with Michael Honeycutt and the radio, whatever they're called, Radio City Music Hall Rockettes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
right there.
Do you see him? He's a really good. He's an elite kicker, and they're elite kickers. He can hike his leg way up there. I'm sure he can hike it more than they can. Probably
hike
one
it
of
way
the
up there.
Definitely more flexible than I am.
Okay, how old is too old to trick or treat?
The second you graduate from college, you're too old. Now, you guys might say, oh, that's way too old. But there's a few rules that go with this. One of them is you can't be in jeans and a hoodie and a $5 mat. Can I get some candy? No, you can't. You got to have an actual costume on. And second, for college students, actual college students, we're broke, right? We need to get free candy, not pay for it. They're all college students. They agree.
I say age 13. If you're old enough to trick or treat without your parents, then you are too old. At that age, they become punks. They don't really want to dress up. That's what you're saying. They'll show up in like sweatpants and a mask. They need to put more effort into it.
Rules. If you follow my rules, then
they can go to a drugstore and get their own candy. They can go walk there.
We're broke.
All right,
I'm not giving any candy to a teenager.
Pick our winner. Cheer your loudest for You Think One. First up, Matthew.
Fans of candy. Fans of candy. Fans of candy.
Pretty good cheer. Or was it Lauren?
She's a hater of candy.
Why do I always get no cheer?
Oh my gosh, that was really close.
And I heard some booze in there too.
Who do you think got that one? Was it Matthew or Lauren?
I think Matthew's got to take that one.
You think Matthew got that one?
Indiana Jones.
All right, I think Matthew is our winner. Yeah. It's now time for our tweet of the week. This one coming from OU baseball coach Pete Hughes, and he says, "Great night for Boomer Ball. Me with Barry dressed as Barry, striking out ALS. Thank you, community. Hashtag Pete Freights." Well, coming up next, we'll feature that ALS Halloween baseball game, and also we've got volleyball players Eden Williams and Kaitlyn Drawe in studio. We'll talk with them.
Special thanks to our cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, WinStar World Resorts, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's World Series time in St. Louis and Boston, but right here in Norman, the Sooners have a new baseball coach. Lauren Nevitt reports on how he's already making an impact with something very close to his heart.
OU baseball knows how to dress to impress. This year, a Halloween intra-squad scrimmage last week marked the end of fall ball. The Sooner community watched as Aldale Mitchell Field was taken over by characters ranging from Woody to Buddy the Elf to Napoleon Dynamite.
Kind of disappointed, as a matter of fact, because the Avengers didn't let me join their squad.
Despite the fun night of tricks and treats,
do you have any chapstick?
No, left it at home.
the Sooners weren't dressed up just for laughs. They were representing a more serious cause.
That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
They played to end ALS, better known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
It is basically, at its basic point, creating someone to become weaker and weaker until they're unable to speak or swallow or to breathe on their own.
Would you like to donate $5 to ALS for a bracelet?
New head coach Pete Hughes decided to start a fundraiser for this deadly neurological disease after his former player at Boston College was diagnosed with ALS at just 27 years old.
Frates is swinging the bat today with an awful lot of confidence.
Pete Frates was one of my all-time favorite players, and he's still battling with the disease, but his mission is to raise awareness and funds for this disease, which is an orphan disease.
OU baseball players were equally eager to support the cause as they tried to bring light to a dark situation.
You know, Coach Hughes really did a great job bringing it out, and there's a great crowd here tonight, and this is just the beginning of us helping Pete Frates, who is battling this right now.
Although it's considered a rare disease, 1 in 500 people will die from ALS. With Coach Hughes leading the way, Sooner Baseball wants to do anything they can to lower that number. So they're planning on making this awareness game an annual tradition.
It feels pretty cool because I'll be able to be a part of it for 3 or 4 years or whatever. And it's a lot of fun, but it's also for a good cause, which, makes it even more worth it, honestly.
It's a cause that the players and coaches seem to be benefiting from as well.
Coach Hughes just has a huge heart, and I'm really looking forward to playing for him this year. And I'm honest, with him being here, I'm a better person than I was even last year. He's got us in the community doing great things, and I'm really proud to say he's the head coach here.
Now, Sooner Baseball looks forward to doing great things both on and off the field. Lauren Nevitt, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Lauren. If you would like to donate to ALS patients or research, you can do so at mda.org/ways to help. Well, I'm now joined by 2 of those guys that you saw in that video and also playing in that Halloween game. I'm with Jake Elliott and Craig Aiken. Guys, what was that whole experience like?
It was a lot of fun. It really meant a lot to us to be able to go out there and honor one of Coach Hughes' former players. And we're all a brotherhood who played for Coach Hughes. And although we never played with him, we want to fight the fight with him.
What was your favorite costume for the night?
My favorite costume was probably Alec Hansen, he's 6'8", and he was Buddy the Elf. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yours is pretty funny, though, too.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. We will now send it over to Matthew and Lauren, who are joined by volleyball players Eden Williams and Kaitlyn Drawe. Guys?
Kaitlyn, Eden, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Now, Eden, you guys have Kansas State on Wednesday in Manhattan. Not, necessarily a great team, not a bad team either. How do you guys stop from looking ahead to Texas on Saturday?
Well, every game's important, especially in the Big 12. It's a tough conference. Texas being #1 and winning the national championship last year, they really set the bar high for the conference. So we really can't overlook anyone just because every game needs to be a win, and we just have to focus on that one for the week and then go to the next one.
Kaitlyn, Texas is ranked #1. You guys lost to them in 3 straight sets earlier this season. What do you guys need to change to pull out a win on Saturday?
Well,
The difference is we were at their court, and it's always hard playing at their court because they have so many fans and so many people yelling at us and attacking us, I guess you could say. But I think we're going to be better at our home court because it's a home court. We have home court advantage, and we'll have our fans to be there and cheer us on.
Yeah, so you guys are going up against #1 Texas. Is it that intense, the home court advantage? Like, how much of an edge do you think that gives you guys?
I honestly don't think they like to play here. I mean, we don't like to play there as much as they don't like to play here, just because our fans are just as intense, and it is Texas, and we don't like Texas. And so I think it's going to be an interesting game either way, especially with the fans that we have. I mean, we have a good outcome and a good crowd for the Texas game every year, so it should be interesting.
Obviously, in football, Texas is OU's biggest rival. Is that your biggest rival here?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially being #1 in the national championship.
I think they're everyone's, target. So.
Yeah.
Now, you guys had a lot of opportunities to go different places. What made you guys choose Oklahoma instead of, the number of? You guys were both very good in high school.
I would personally say it's the campus and the coaches. I have a good relationship with the coaches, and they're really personable, and they're fun to be around, and they're what drew me in to come here.
Yeah, mine's family, for sure. I have a bunch of family that graduated from here, so.
Family, you got to come right back to the Boston, right?
And 2 girls from Amarillo were already on the team, so it felt really comfortable, and I just like the whole team aspect, and the girls are great.
All right, you guys obviously see a lot of Halloween costumes here. What has been your favorite Halloween costumes that you've been in the past?
We're both probably gonna say risky business.
Risky business.
Do you guys do it together?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cheap. You just gotta have sunglasses, some socks, and a white shirt.
So you basically just go in and you just go, oh yeah, this works. And you just put it on. And you're like, oh, I didn't spend any money.
$10.
Now they get free candy.
Yeah.
Because they're still in college.
They do get free candy. They can trick or treat and they'll get candy.
I have trick or treated in college, so I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
So that's why he won the argument.
Now, what are you guys going for this Halloween? You guys have anything yet? It's right around the corner.
I don't know. I was gonna maybe with another one of my teamemates be a minion, just because we're short on the team, and so it's already like out there. And minions are funny.
Yeah, it's a favorite.
Yeah.
I like minions. Kaitlyn?
I was gonna be Catwoman, and my boyfriend was gonna be Batman. So we're gonna like.
That's a good one.
That's so
that
cute.
Is so cute.
That works. That's a good couple costume.
That's a good couple.
I believe Allison has an audience question now for you guys.
I do. I am going to throw in that I was a minion for Halloween last year, and it was my favorite Halloween costume. All right, I have got a audience question for you guys.
Do y'all like to dance?
This girl does.
Oh.
She's all about that dance.
Yeah. Way to throw me under the bus.
All right, I'm going to take a yes, as they like to dance. Well, don't go anywhere, because coming up next in Fresquez for Victory, we've got the volleyball girls with Matthew, the baseball boys with Lauren, and some bobbing for apples. It's going to be a good one. Stay with us. Edition of Sooner Sports Pad. Coming up this week on Sooner Sports TV, that ALS Halloween baseball game we featured on Wednesday night at 11 and Thursday night at 9 on Fox Sports Oklahoma. And be sure to catch Sooner Sports Pad next Monday night live from McCaslin Fieldhouse at 6:30, leading up to the OU men's basketball exhibition game against Oklahoma Christian. Well, it's now time for Fresquez for Victory, and it's Halloween, so we've got bobbing for apples. We've got Matthew, who is teamed up with volleyball players Eden Williams and Kaitlyn Drawe, and then Lauren is teamed up with some baseball boys, Jacob Evans and Craig Aiken. Matthew, how's this game work?
All right, so basically what we're going to do here is it's bobbing for apples, only we have 2 teams, right? So you guys are on my team. You got the baseball players. I don't think they're as good. Yeah, this is the winning team right here. But all it is one person from each team goes at a time. You take the apple, you have to dunk it in the you have to drop it in the bucket right here. That is the only way it counts, okay? And basically we're just going to do that, all right? So when you're done, I'll go. Next person goes.
Okay, here we go. In my 1 count. 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. Yeah! Yeah!
1-1. I got it. Two for the baseball boys. 1 for volleyball. We've got 1 minute. Give her a lift. Give her a lift. Oh, we got a chair. Safety first. It's a lot harder than it looks. You can't give up. Oh. That is another one for the baseball boys. I think it's 3-2 right now. We're going to let them battle this one out. That's it for us here on the Halloween edition of Sooner Sports Pad. Catch us next week, same time, same place. See you then.